I found out my spring semester of my freshman year because I went to a BSU meeting, and at that time, they were really the only ones who was telling DJ's story.
So I first heard about DJ last year when COVID happened and all the protests started coming up, and that's really when I first found out about DJ. I didn't find out about DJ when I first got here. It wasn't until all the protests.
And I just felt so touched by his story, and like it really resonated with me as a black man. It's like you never think that it's gonna happen to you.
There's no reason why incoming students shouldn't know about him, reasons why we don't know about the clock tower until years later. We don't want something like this to get swept underneath the rug.
Kids in my class who probably don't know much still about the case since it happened when we were young. However, it is still important to majority of us because we do fight for social issues.
It's not just DJ's story. He was a young black man. It could have easily been me. It could have easily been one of my friends. It could have easily been one of my classmates.
It was October of 2010 when DJ Hennry went out with friends after playing football for Pace University.
It looks like it's just a large gathering of...
But when a brawl erupted at a strip mall, DJ Hennry started to drive away, but was shot to death by a local police officer who maintained Hennry was trying to run him down. But that was a lie.
And usually I talk with his mom. I update her every once in a while about, well, this is what we're doing on campus. This is the upcoming vigil. This is the upcoming Social Justice Week. Here are some events. And I've asked her, could we have some language to put on a plaque underneath the mural to explain to a passerby, why is this mural here?
I feel like this mural is a start for a change for Pace University, a change for the African American students and the students of color here on campus, and just the start. My name is Irishay Teague. Everyone knows me as Shay. I am a senior at Pace University, and my major is English with a concentration in creative writing. We wanted to do some sort of advocacy on campus, but we really didn't know where to start. At the time, the Black Lives Matter movement was definitely getting more height, and we knew that there was a lot of students here on campus that are black or at least of color. So we wanted to do something that would idolize that, and we also knew the story of DJ Hennry. So we kind of wanted to put those two things together. So it kind of started off with Jarrett just mentioning, why don't we have a mural dedicated to DJ Hennry?
My name is Jarrett Mungeon, major finance. My position at SGA, I'm on the finance committee and also diversity committee. A lot was happening. The world was in tumult between, well, I don't even think COVID was a thing back then, but between George Floyd and then Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor, a lot was happening within the Black Lives Matter community, and we just felt like this is a great time and a good chance to just represent ourselves as black people on campus and to just commemorate DJ, one of our fellow students that passed away 10 years ago.
So once me and Jarrett knew that we wanted to do a mural, our first step was, okay, where? And we kind of walked around campus one day with also a former student, Brandon Jokum. He was on Student Government Association. He was on the e-board. So we walked around campus one day just looking for like blank spaces on different buildings. So we wanted to be outdoors so people could see it, especially when they come to campus to just look at the school or just do a tour. We wanted to be somewhere that would get a lot of foot traffic or just attention. So we looked at Ionella Fieldhouse and we saw the wall facing the sorority rocks, and we're like, this is perfect. Like, it's big, especially when the sun is setting or when the sun is rising. Like, it would look beautiful any time of the day. And it's literally on a building that football players or all the athletes are in and out of. And DJ Hennry was a football player, so this is literally the perfect spot for it to go. So we knew that we wanted it there, and now we were just like, we can't measure that wall. It's literally impossible. So we emailed Dean Carpenter.
Rachel Carpenter. I'm the interim university dean for students at Pace University for the New York City and Pleasantville campuses. So I was actually here as my very first semester working at Pace University when DJ was killed. And that was an incredibly traumatic time for our campus, for our students, our faculty, our staff, the Hennry family. And when the students came to me almost a year ago with this proposal, it was after or during we were hosting our first annual Social Justice Week, and it was actually in memory of DJ. So we knew that the 10th anniversary of his passing was quickly approaching. Every year of his passing is important, but I really wanted to make sure that as a university that we looked at this for the 10th. And part of that committee said, well, why don't we do something around his birthday and celebrating his life? And that's how the Social Justice Week was birthed. And we involved students and faculty and staff in creating that week. And as a part of that, students came to me and said, we have a proposal. We'd like to have a mural that's dedicated to DJ somewhere on campus. And that's how it got started.
Now it was like, who could do it? So we had to find 3 muralists that would actually be willing to actually paint on this wall and give us a reasonable quote.
He just told us to get quotes from different muralists and to find out who would do the best image of DJ and do its proper justice. And we found Brittney, and Brittney and Shay, I know, are pretty close, they're friends.
So after that, we were like, okay, which one has the best work? We don't really care about the price, you know. It was like, which one would really symbolize DJ Hennry? And we went with Brittney.
Yeah, she said that she would be able to do the mural, and it happened.
Hello, my name is Brittney S. Price. I am a visual artist and muralist based in Los Angeles. DJ was a man of immense faith. He was a loving son and a great big brother with a gentle spirit and a giving heart. He was a leader in his community. We'd like him to be remembered as someone who could light up a room with his smile and hugs. DJ out and gave us himself and resources when no one was watching. We honor that generosity in our daily living. Dan Roy Hennry Sr. and Angela Hennry. These words breathe beneath the mural. This is my most heartfelt piece to date. I've done memorial murals before, but not for the subject's direct community for unifying and healing. This project required me to be agile, be present, and remain a vessel. This was my mantra every day of this week-long process of creation and healing at Pace University. I'll start with the symbolism. The patch on his jersey says family first, mirrored after his tattoo. The clock tower was placed to give recognition to the community-funded memorial place where students congregate annually every October 17th to honor DJ Hennry's legacy. The clock face has no hands. The orange marigolds represent warmth, joy, and protection as a reminder of DJ's pleasant and thoughtful demeanor. 2 white doves soar, bringing peace, new beginnings, love, and prosperity. This mural is an homage to DJ Hennry. It was my every intention to acknowledge his unjust murder while manifesting an installation that instills a peaceful reminder of the importance of Black lives. I would like to thank Pace University for your trust in me to handle a project of this complex magnitude. A very special thanks to Jarrett and Irishay for their dedication and desire to honor DJ Hennry's legacy. I'm so very proud of you both. I cannot wait to see how the world receives you.
I think this mural is very, very important because going to a predominantly white institution, sometimes students of color don't really feel like they are represented, and DJ is a really big part of our history and we've been fighting for him for a really long time. So I think that it's amazing that we actually are able to see the progress of our work and be able to get something for him and his family so that his legacy can live on and we can all learn from him.
To me, it's very important. Pleasantville campus is known to be the most diverse campus, but we can still grow in so many ways. Being a person of color, especially from the city, police brutality is one of the main issues I fear and face on a daily basis. Our motto for PACE is Opportunitas, and I believe this is a perfect opportunity to show how much the PACE community is together in growth, and also fight important issues such as police brutality and other people of color issues. I feel like it's not discussed or dealt with enough in majority white communities, and this is a step in that direction.
For me personally, the mural represents not only DJ, but all the other young and old Black men and women that have lost their life due to police brutality. And it just shows in just one example of what's happening throughout our nation.
I was really nervous that I would never see this mural ever. Like, I'm gonna graduate, they're gonna forget about it, it's gonna get swept underneath the rug, and that's the end. But the fact that we're actually getting it done, I'm just like, wow, I'm grateful and I'm relieved, finally.
I am just really humbled to have been a part of the students' journey through this opportunity to make change. And I think that that has meant the most to me is being able to help them. That's my role, it's my passion, it's why I'm in higher education.
I'm just very proud of the mural by itself. When we came up with this idea 2 years ago or a year ago, it was just an idea, and I never really thought that it would actually come to fruition. So I'm just proud that it was able to, get approved and go through the whole process, and now it's finally here. So I just feel like it's just a proud moment of not just myself or Shay or just anybody that was involved, but just a proud moment for Black people and kind of for PACE, because it does take a huge step to replace a white girl that's standing right there and put it, DJ. So it's a huge step for us, and I'm very proud of this moment.